Hello, and welcome to our informational recruitment video for eCommunities, a research project that is seeking to link engineers and other STEM professionals, science, technology, engineering, and math, with middle school math and science classrooms in Prince George's County, Maryland. My name is Joey Thomas, the graduate assistant for eCommunities. The co-investigators for this project are Dr. Dina Khalil from Howard University in Washington, D.C., and Dr. Meredith Keir from the College of William & Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia. Our contact information will be provided at the end of this video if you would like to contact us to discuss participation or if you have any questions about the project. Prince George's County, Maryland is a place that represents many critical dichotomies in contemporary American life. Demographically, it's the wealthiest minority-majority county in the United States, meaning that on a household basis, the median income exceeds every other county in which Caucasians are a minority. Despite this, Prince George's County barely breaks into the top 100 counties nationally for median household income, suggesting that racial disparities in wealth and opportunity still exist in minority communities with a high median wealth. However, median wealth of the county does not tell the entire story. Prince George's County public school students are overwhelmingly students of color, 90% African American or Latino, and socioeconomically disadvantaged. About 64% of Prince George's County students receive free or reduced cost meals, as opposed to 48% nationwide and 40% for the state of Maryland. Geographically, Prince George's County is adjacent to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. The enormous amount of wealth, power, and privilege that exists just miles to the west is not reaching many of Prince George's public school students. This project is seeking to link engineers and STEM professionals from around the Washington, D.C. area, the greater DMV area, and ultimately from a national network of people who solve problems for a living into classrooms with underserved middle school students who may not identify with or have knowledge of careers in STEM fields. Here we see a visualization for the project's community of practice model. The four main stakeholders are our participating middle school math and science teachers, their classroom students, the university research project team of STEM teacher educators, and finally, we hope, you, our cohort of participating engineers and STEM professionals who are the final puzzle piece in our model. Broadly, we conceive of the engineers and STEM professionals engaging with each of the other three stakeholders. First, participants will receive some professional development from the STEM teacher educators to sharpen their mentoring and communication skill set in an effort to collaborate with middle school teachers and students. Second, participants will directly engage with classroom teachers to help them see how it is possible to teach a multitude of science and math topics when they are framed within a real-world problem and solved through the engineering design process. We believe that this approach is a promising means to actively engage students in the learning process and help them see clear connections between standards and their lived experiences. Finally, participants will have the opportunity to virtually enter classrooms via Skype or another video conferencing program to share their own professional narratives, inspire these students to pursue STEM careers, and provide feedback on students' design solutions. Together, all these activities are part of our holistic community of practice model in which all of the stakeholders are invested in the success of the project. So many of the classroom activities we envision happening will be structured around the engineering design process. Although many of you listening probably use a similar process in your everyday work, we just want to review the process briefly to make sure that we're all using the same vocabulary. The engineering design process starts with identifying a problem or a challenge. From there, the problem solver conducts research, proposes multiple ideas or models for the solution, prototypes the solution, tests the prototype, and then revises the model based on results. This basic design process will be incorporated into the classroom through the eCommunities model as challenges connected to math and science standards are presented to students, allowing them to creatively problem solve around topics related to their own community and life experience. So knowing that we wanted to fully engage the engineering design process, the project team has also applied this process to our line of inquiry. Our basic question is, how do we create a virtual and engaging social network of continual learning between engineers, middle school teachers, and students? Given this problem, we're interested in exploring how your own life stories and experiences can be brought into middle school classrooms in a way that is relevant and respectful of the many formal classroom requirements and state and national standards for achievement. So given this, our broad plan is to administer professional development courses to both participating engineers and teachers. facilitate collaborations between all of the identified stakeholders in the community of practice model, continually recruit from the professional networks of those who express interest in the program, and integrate the desired takeaways of all of our stakeholder groups. If there's something that you would personally like to get out of participation in e-communities, we want to hear it. And we want to try our best to make sure that everyone has a mutually fulfilling and productive collaborative experience. So what could you get out of this experience? Well, we're hoping that collaborators would desire to build bridges across communities, agencies, and organizations that have been historically delinked or even segregated. We believe that each of the stakeholder groups has something meaningful to learn from the others. We think this is a great opportunity to develop your own personal communication style and reflectively practice articulating how your own life journey has brought you to where you are. And we believe that these individual stories are a powerful way to offer mentoring and to become a role model to underserved students. Many of these students are unfamiliar with educational and professional opportunities in STEM because of a lack of role models, and we believe that engaging students in this project will ultimately lead to increasing their own curiosity about the world, persistence in STEM and higher education broadly, and their own imagination about their potential future. So who are we looking for? We're looking for STEM professionals of all types, no matter the discipline. If you believe that your day-to-day work involves you creatively and systematically dreaming up solutions to problems, you are probably a great candidate for e-communities. We're also interested in upperclassmen or graduate students in STEM fields who have significant interest and academic experience in STEM fields, but who might not have a lot of direct career experience. We're really just looking for people who can explain how they think about problem solving, and we want to help you best meaningfully translate that process to middle schoolers. Finally, we're interested in recruiting many engineers who reflect the racial and gender diversity of Prince George's County Public School classrooms. As mentors and role models, we're invested in bringing professionals into the classroom who look like our students so that they could best think for themselves, wow, I can be someone like that someday. So to do a little recap and give a little more detail, e-communities will be linking participating engineers and STEM professionals with classrooms and teachers to form working relationships. You'll be helping teachers connect their own curricula with middle school math and science standards in an engaging, creative way. You'll be virtually participating in classroom activities and discussions, sharing your own stories and STEM-related experiences with students. In total, we believe that these activities are going to help increase awareness of the real-world applications and approaches of the engineering process to our students' own lives. So we're asking that participants engage in a weekly 90-minute online professional development module beginning in late spring that will last about 6 weeks. These modules will be focused on how to speak to learners about your inspirational life stories, and we do believe that everyone has something inspirational to offer students. These modules will also focus on how to talk about your problem-solving process in a way that is both accessible to middle school students and their classroom teachers. Finally, the professional development will help translate your professional experience and knowledge into a toolkit that teachers can leverage to shape their own classroom experiences. We hope that you would continue to work with teachers and students during the school years of 2016 to 2017 and 2017 to 2018. During these years, we would ask you to participate in 90-minute online collaborations once a month to help teachers develop innovative lessons that incorporate design thinking. We also hope that you would be willing to virtually speak with students twice a semester during these years. So you'll help our teachers facilitate real-world engineering design challenges in the classroom and video conference into the classroom twice annually to visit and have conversation. In terms of our project timeline, we plan on deploying our initial set of professional development modules for engineers between mid-March and mid-April. During this time, we'll also be continually recruiting, so if you have a friend or a colleague who you think would be great for this project, please send them our way. During summer 2016, we will engage our classroom teachers in a summer training institute about the engineering design process and ways to incorporate it into the classroom. And then starting in the fall of this year, 2016, we will begin our series of virtual classroom engagements and engineering design challenges, which will continue on a semesterly basis until the spring of 2018. So that is our overview of the project. We have here some questions that we've heard. We've had some in-person live recruitment webinars before, and these are some questions that we've heard maybe more than once. People wonder, what schools will eCommunities engage? How are they selected? So we are working with Prince George's County Public Schools to determine 2 to 3 middle schools where we can work closely with all of the math and science teachers on their faculty. We're hoping to establish a model with this specific professional development that can eventually be replicated in other states, districts, or nationally. So we're starting small and hoping to expand. Will schools outside of Prince George's be engaged in this project? During this time, the National Science Foundation has funded the teachers in only a few schools in Prince George's. So again, we hope to use the lessons learned in this project to iteratively build models for other schools and districts. But no, we will not be engaging schools outside of Prince George's over the lifespan of this project. Is middle school the only school level engaged by this project? Yes, it is. Again, the restrictions on the grant make it that we are specifically participating in the middle school environment. We've had people ask, I'm a student or I'm retired, am I still eligible to participate? Absolutely. We welcome everyone who feels comfortable reflecting on the process of problem solving in their daily lives. We encourage you to help us identify others that would be willing to serve in the same capacity. What are some of the agencies or organizations that are already on board? So we are currently recruiting from a variety of societies, agencies, companies, personal contacts, parents of students. Some of the entities that we have targeted for recruitment so far include the National Society for Black Engineers, the Patent Trade Office, employees of Microsoft, professionals in computer science, even some engineers at NASA. So a broad range of people who are already interested and starting to come on board. And we hope that you would be excited to join that team. We've had people ask, what if they have to miss a professional development collaboration meeting? So we think that in order to make this community strong and robust, it's important to have all of the individuals really committed to the cause. However, we do understand that life happens. In the event that you have to miss a professional development meeting 1 week, you could watch the recorded session asynchronously and perhaps complete a reflection outside of the designated collaboration time. And perhaps the most important question of all, how do I sign up? You can use this link here. You can also go to signup.e-communities.org and give us a little bit of personal information about yourself. It'll ask for some demographic data, how we can get in contact with you, and a little bit about your professional experience. And so here we have at the end, again, all of our names and our contact information. Please feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you have about the project. And we hope to meet with many of you very soon and begin on this great journey. So thank you for your participation, and we hope to talk to you soon.